Hey everyone, and welcome to the second episode of the Giant Boo Podcast. Guys, we made it. We finally did it.
We're off
We have
number
a
one.
sequel.
Now we're whole numbers.
Yeah.
We're counting up. Officially.
Yes, number 2. I am your host, Jack, and with me as always, your co-host, Felix Baker.
Hello.
On the mixer and the computer. And your other co-host, Sean Guy.
Hi, and this is Sully. He's here because D23 just happened, and he's our Disney mascot.
We'll jump into all D23 stuff shortly. Just some quick housekeeping notes I wanted to make sure from the first podcast. I can't believe you guys didn't jump on me when I said we were talking about Harry Potter. And there's a character in Harry Potter, and his name is Seamus Finnegan. And I said his name, Seamus Finnegan, because that's how I read it. And that's just how I always thought about it when I was a kid. And it's like,
Seamus.
that's an Irish name. It's Seamus. But I'm like, Seamus. Like,
I wasn't going to say anything, because, you know...
you guys just nodded
was
in
it
agreement.
Seamus in the movies?
Well, that's just how you say that name, is Seamus.
It's
Yeah,
an
but
Irish
I
There's
just
thing.
no
never-
such name as
If you guys,
Seamus.
you know
I'm
my
just-
name
I'm
is
an
Sean,
idiot.
right, guys?
Yeah.
It's like
Scene.
Oh.
the exact same.
Well, that's what they spell Sean with an SH as well, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, mine's
Scene.
SEA.
So they
Yeah.
they can also spell Seamus with an SH as well.
Yeah, they
Which
can.
is where I guess where the
But no
confusion
one
comes
Would you
in.
know? That's such
Yeah.
a bogus
I just thought it was
thing.
funny. You
Seamus.
guys didn't.
Seamus.
It's like Siobhan, is like SIO. It's the
Mm.
same thing.
Bahan.
I'm just happy. You guys didn't get on me about that. I don't know. Did you guys have anything you need to quickly
Never
get off your
heard that
chest?
name before. That's why.
Yeah,
Anything
I don't
to
know.
address?
I think everything I said was perfect.
Nothing to get off my chest.
Well, there you have it. All right.
I was on point, yeah.
Yeah,
As
we were fine.
You know, the Giant Boob Podcast, we have 3 topics that we pitch at each other and we take it in turns. Now, mine was pretty fucking shit last week. Let's just be honest.
Agreed.
Yeah, it was a
Again,
it
it
was
was
a-
out of the weakest
get it
week.
off our
The
chest.
only reason it worked was because it was the last one and it was short and it was
Everyone
also
stopped
saved
listening
by
at that
Felix's
point.
really funny joke. Yeah, also everyone stopped listening after we
Oh,
after
what
the
was
Harry
my
Potter
funny joke? I
discussion.
always forget my funny
Oh,
joke.
it's
And it
pretty
was hilarious.
forgettable. Anyway,
It wasn't that funny.
this week I have a much better topic. I've even printed out stuff, time-sensitive information that we're going to have to talk about.
He's got a
As-
classified sticker on the front. You guys can't see that.
Basically, my topic is, what is going to be the highest-grossing movie of 2017?
Ah.
Yes.
Okay.
We're
Well,
talking
what's
worldwide,
coming out?
not domestic. Well, before you do that, so...
Have you
I
got
thought
God,
it-
if it's Transformers.
Well,
I'm so upset.
no, it's
Fuck
not going to be
yeah.
Transformers.
Is that why you said it's not domestic?
No.
I'm like, damn you, China.
Transformers is already behind. Oh, crap, I didn't even think about that. Well, that's the thing. When I thought of the topic initially,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, wait, there's a fucking Star Wars movie coming out. That's
Yeah.
easily going to be the highest grossing film.
It's up
But
there.
the last
But
one.
then I thought, oh, is it? Well, Rogue One... Okay, so I printed off the top 10 box office... the box office mojos to see like where everything is sort of ranked and whatnot. Would you like to hear the top
Yes,
10
I would.
highest grossing worldwide
can we have a
movies?
guess?
Wait,
like the
yeah, I
top
think I
3?
can guess the first couple.
You probably can guess, the first couple.
Is
So-
Avatar still up there?
Avatar is still number 1.
And then Titanic would be second or third. gotta be.
Titanic is still the second.
And
Oh,
then
really?
It's only beaten domestically.
Toy Story 3.
Does James Cameron have a
Nope.
movie coming out this year?
He's got Avatar 2 coming out in like 2019,
Yeah,
which
okay.
it's going to be the high. It's going to make $5 billion. Like
Yeah.
it just will. It just will.
It's gonna make the most money.
Even
Is
though
that
everyone's
his first
ever heard
sequel?
of.
Does anyone know?
No, he did Terminator 2, 1 and
Oh
2.
yeah, of course.
But yeah, James Cameron still has the number 1, 2 spot with Avatar and Titanic. Next up is the Star Wars: The Force Awakens at number 3. That crossed the 2 billion threshold.
Oh wow.
That's
And
huge.
that's that's
yeah,
the
actually,
only
that's
3
what we
films
expected.
that have crossed the 2 billion threshold. Avatar almost made 3 billion. It's sitting at
What?
2,788,000,000.
It made fuck tons more than
That
ever.
is
And it was like
insane.
what 2012,
Nine.
2009.
2009.
Holy shit.
And yet Pocahontas came out in the 90s and we
Fangirl,
still lapped
yeah.
it up.
Well, Titanic came out in 1997. I'm surprised that film. Like, it's not
Yeah.
like
That would've been a-
it's
that's
just
like-
it's like a glorified rom com.
That's like-
I mean, it's an epic. It's a journey, but
Yeah,
and
Are they
It's
like-
it's interesting.
rom-com? I would've
Are
said
they
drama,
adjusted
I
for like
guess.
inflation and
that's what I
everything? as
meant,
well?
yeah.
Are they adjusted? Like,
Not that it's not funny, but I mean the crash. You know?
I think there is a separate one that is adjusted for inflation,
But not this one?
In which I think Star Wars the first one back in 1977 is like
Would have smashed
leaps
it.
and bounds above everything.
Okay.
well, yeah, but also back in those days, films would stay in the cinema for like a year or two.
Yeah,
They were just there
there's
for
like way
ages.
more films, and I guess people have shorter attention spans or something like that. Number 4, Jurassic World at 1,671,000,000.
The real winner today is nostalgia.
You know why I called that? It is. I mean, everything's like, well, except for James Cameron, except for Avatar and Titanic, everything pretty much here is a sequel. We'll get to that in a second. Number 5, Marvel's The Avengers.
Cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's deserved.
Sounds about
Number
right,
6 is Furious 7.
No. Is that the newest one?
1.5
Are we up
billion.
to 8?
Now we're on 6.
No, it was
we're
Fate
at
and the Furious
just
is number
happened.
8. Yeah.
8.
Okay.
8. I'll get to that. Number 7 is Avengers 2: Age of Ultron.
Woo!
Hey,
Then
2 of them
Harry
up
Potter
there.
and the Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Frozen. And then Beauty and the Beast.
Wow.
Frozen made a ton of money.
Yeah,
I
it
didn't even
would've.
see it in cinema, but kids are like...
It would have made
Man.
fuck tons more
Because of
outside of because of all the merchandise
because
that
of the
everyone's.
trolls.
What?
The trolls, the rock trolls.
Just
the trolls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not the people.
Number
okay.
10, Beauty
I
and the
forgot
Beast.
about
So
Wait,
Disney's
is that the
cleaning
new
up.
one?
Yeah, the new Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah,
number
that's
10.
Disney like all the way from Star Wars down, pretty much almost.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
shit,
Yeah,
Marvel's-
Star Wars is
yeah.
Disney,
Harry Potter's
Marvel is
Warner
Disney.
Brothers. Avatar.
There was
Titanic. I don't
Jurassic
know what it is,
World.
Just James Cameron's wallet.
Wasn't.
Yes, yeah.
Jurassic World wasn't Disney, was it?
No, that's
That's
Universal?
Someone else.
Or
Warner
Paramount or
Brothers, something like that.
Yeah.
Number 11 is The Fate of the Furious. That's the Fast and Furious
Man,
3.
why?
And it sort of goes on, yeah. There's Iron Man. Number 13 is Minions. I could go on through all of them. But yeah, I don't know. It's just
Minions.
interesting.
All right, so the movies
So-
for 2017. Do we want to recap on what they
let's do
are?
that.
Well, there's a few.
There's a fuck
I
tons.
want to get my theory off the chest, though. This is my theory that I've been thinking about and doing some research about.
Yep.
What I think has a shot of being the highest grossing film in the world. And that's why it's time sensitive, because by the time this podcast comes out, I could be dead wrong and this could change. I think Wonder Woman could end up being like one of the top 10, if not the highest grossing film of all time.
Has that not been updated? When
No.
was the last time that was
Bear
updated?
with me. This was last updated.
So where's it sitting?
Updated the 16th of the 7th. So that's pretty recent.
Yeah,
Wonder
that's
Woman
like-
I have no
currently.
idea what day it is. I've had 3 days
Wonder Woman
off.
currently is sitting at number. You probably can't see that.
73.
Number 73 is Wonder Woman, sitting at $764 million.
There's no way it's going to get
I
up.
don't think it will.
Here's
Wait,
here's
it's
my
not- it's
theory.
not gonna get up to the
Titanic-
top of them.
The way Titanic was a slow burn, and that's how it made that much. It just stayed in cinemas forever. Wonder Woman came out on the 1st of June. It's now halfway through July, and it's not slipped.
6 weeks.
Now I have insider
That's
knowledge
normal,
because
isn't it?
I work in a cinema.
Insider knowledge.
So I go in.
Are you allowed to say this on camera?
I know. I go in and check the movies, and I can tell you, like, it was like an 11 o'clock showing of Wonder Woman on like a Wednesday,
11 a.m.
packed.
It is school holidays.
To this day.
To be fair.
Maybe. Even then, there was like a 9 o'clock showing, and I was like, I bet there's nobody in it. I went in, still packed.
9 p.m.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that's...
Packed. And people love it. It's just like word of mouth. People are like just loving this movie and going to see it.
But do people care enough about DC? Or
I
are there
think it's
too
Wonder
many
Woman.
trolls who
I
won't
think
see
I
it?
think it's
the
a good
proportion
movie. I
of people
think
that
it's also,
actually like hate DC because of what they've like done historically is very small over all the people
Yeah,
that
I
watch
guess,
movies. So
yeah.
well,
I reckon that it will make a difference. But
we'll see. It probably won't. It'll probably calm down. And I was like thinking this. I was like, this is my theory that I've got, is that it is aiming in cinema a lot longer than other things. Cars came out a couple of weeks ago. That's already starting to die off. I mean, granted, it's probably
came
not
out
as
like a
good
week or
movie
two
as
ago.
I
Wonder
don't
Woman.
think it's much longer than other films, is it?
Month and a half. Well, it comes from the Hollywood Reporter.
something I
The
report.
Hollywood Reporter. Box office. Wonder Woman holding better than any superhero movie in the last 15 years.
Holding better as in staying
Holding
in the
as in staying in
cinemas
cinema.
Ah.
What was
Yes.
15 years ago that was doing well?
Like X-Men or Spider-Man 1 or something maybe.
Yeah, probably
The
X-Men 1
female
or
directed
Yeah.
tentpole is now assured of earning $390 million plus domestically to boast the top gross of summer 2017 and one of the top 10 performances of all time for a comic book adaptation.
Is this
Yep.
why Wonder Woman's your prediction?
This is why oh, fuck it, I'll just say it. Yeah, it's going to be the highest grossing film of 2017. That's my choice.
Okay,
For
okay.
the
About
highest
all
grossing
time,
film.
you still want to go with that?
I challenge you.
Yeah, fuck it. Wonder Woman, bring it on. Women,
It's like
make
a
it
quarter
happen.
of the way there.
Make it happen.
It's been
Yeah.
6 weeks,
Wonder
Jack.
Woman-
Penny Jenkins, my girl.
It's still going strong as it heads into its 7th week. The movie grossing $371.3 million through Tuesday. Blah 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 blah. Where is it? It's like it's higher grossing than I think. Well, it's the highest of all the DC movies, and it's become. Oh, that's it. It's about to become destined to become the studio's 3rd biggest movie domestically after The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises, which is there at 530. The Dark Knight's at 441. What was
So
it?
DC's last good films.
Well, that's okay. That's
Yeah, that- what was that,
that's,
10 years ago?
That's domestically. Yeah, come on, Wonder
I'm
Woman.
so
it's probably still
impressed,
not.
mate.
It's probably still not opened in some other places.
Probably.
Ah.
Globally, Wonder Woman has already become the top-grossing film of all time from a female helmet with solo directing duties. Still, Wonder Woman has been slower to catch on overseas. That's what I mean. There's a slow burn. There's more and more people seeing it, word of mouth. And I
You've really done your
genuinely
research,
think,
Jack.
and I don't mean this.
I'm so impressed.
I don't mean this in a negative way. I genuinely think it's a lot of feminists. I think are pushing this film. Like
Well, you speak with your
modern day
wallet.
feminists.
Yeah.
We talked about this. Like, they're wanting to send the message to the big companies. It's like, we want women, female superheroes. And I think young feminists, like modern day feminists, are doing this. And I also think, like, the first wave feminists, like the older generation, I see, again, insider knowledge. I see a lot of like older women, like potentially like grandmas and stuff like that, like that kind of age coming out of it. It's like smiling and like loving the film. Yeah, and I just think
it's a great film. It's very deserving.
Like, I just think this, because again, it's one of those old timely heroes. It's been around for like 76 years, whatever it is. And I think people are just like,
that's true. Yeah, it's got like 30, 40 years of. It was in 1940 was the first comic book that came out. It's got 70
and I think
years
there was
worth
like
of
a straight to TV movie like 20 years ago.
I
don't know.
The show, whatever it is. Anyway, that's my prediction.
Great prediction.
I've done
that's pretty good.
I don't know.
I've done some researching.
It's got nothing on Transformers 5 though.
I think Transformers 5 will be big.
It will be quite high.
Let me find it.
But
quite high.
I don't know if it'll hit.
It's big in Asia. That's
right,
where it gets a lot of its.
Let me see if it's on the top 100. Keep
got to be better than 73.
Talk amongst yourselves.
So the other ones that we've got that are probably in the running,
Yeah.
which Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yeah,
which has just been recently been released.
Marvel. I think it'll be up there, but maybe not top 10.
Not near Wonder Woman.
I'm thinking like
it's standalone DC. It was.
Well, I don't think I'm dubious about Wonder Woman as well, but I think he's a better theory. I think Wonder Woman's got more chance than Spider-Man. I'll say that.
What about The Last Jedi then?
I think
that's probably going to be my pick.
They're going to be.
Star Wars probably will be the highest grossing one because.
Why'd you pick Wonder Woman then?
Just let him have his moment, right? He researched this.
Wonder Woman's my personal pick.
Okay.
I think Star Wars will probably be the bigger one. Like,
which is still a great step for
domestically,
women.
Star Wars is bigger than Titanic. I remember looking at that. This is worldwide, so Titanic's still bigger. But domestically, Star Wars. Because, I don't know, people like Star Wars, and people are keen to see those characters and see Mark Hamill and stuff like that. It's also Star Wars. Transformers 5 isn't on here.
Oh, dang.
Has it been updated, though?
All the other 4 are on
here. Well,
it
has
this
Wonder
was updated
Woman
on the 7th... Oh, mate, but yeah.
But if the other 4 are on there, it'll get up there. Almost.
Yeah.
Almost.
Well, it's been out for a while too now.
It might not be as high.
I mean, why would you not?
It might not be
as
high as some of the other ones.
And Merlin and
yeah, it looks awesome.
Transformers.
Have you guys seen it
Quick
yet?
No, we didn't see it.
We haven't seen it.
We said we were going to see it after the first podcast.
It's not that good.
Something came up.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
We had about like a 2-week hiatus. You were in Melbourne and whatnot.
Yeah. For those of you who've been waiting. That's why it took so long. We're so sorry.
As of yesterday.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the Justice League is coming out at the end of the year.
Oh, is that this year?
Yeah. Well, that's what it's saying anyway. 2017.
Which
has Wonder Woman in it.
That's more of an interesting
Wonder Woman,
question.
Batman.
If that'll be Wonder Woman.
I might pick that one, even though I don't really. We haven't found out much.
I said this.
It's got characters from all over the place.
I think people are interested in it, definitely.
I think I said this maybe on one of the Practice podcasts. It's like, I love Wonder Woman and I love the movie, but it's like, it doesn't make me any more excited for Justice League. That's still, that movie looks, I don't know, it could be either way.
Yeah, but it's about making money. We're talking about making
making
dollar bills.
Patty Jenkins would have been to the Warner Brothers executives just like, please, just let me make it in the 40s, separate from all your bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, not the 40s, the 20s, or World War One era.
That's how we're going to make
it. She's like, just let me make my film, and like, it can be separate, it'll be amazing. They're like, okay. And she's like, then I'll give her back to you, and you can do whatever you want with her. And they were like, and then this big studio executives are like, let's put her in Justice League. Can you make her skirt shorter? Yeah. And it's like, people don't really. And it's Patty Jenkins is like, oh god, no, why? And they're like, people don't like lassos. Give her a gun instead. And Patty Jenkins is like, oh no. Patty Jenkins is just like crying, like, oh, fine. Like, what are you doing to my character?
I can see her. I can see them like sitting around a table watching like the first screening of it and being like, "Hey, that was great, except you were missing the DC logo at the start." And she's like, oh, "Was I? Whoops."
I'm excited if they do the second one.
Yeah,
I mean, I like the rumor that it's set in the 80s, but I don't like the rumor that Chris Pine is returning.
That pisses me off so much.
How? I know, right?
He'd be like,
it was
60,
such a seminal,
70.
He'd be dead.
It'd be such a
He would have been dead.
Unless they bring him back like Winter Soldier style or something like that.
Oh, like he got frozen for 40 years? Yeah.
I'm the new God of War.
What? Can you...
Oh, man.
Yeah, sorry. Hit us with some more stuff.
So the other two that like might get close, or maybe 3 that might get close. Oh, Thor Ragnarok's gonna be in there, but I don't know if that's gonna.
That'd be high.
That I think will do surprisingly well, just because it looks fucking awesome.
Epic. I think
like,
that'll be better
the
than
trailer.
Spider-Man.
The trailer got the most views in the first 24 hours than like any other trailer.
Mad.
I think any other.
Like,
people
are hyped.
People are just like, you need to check this out.
And they're just watching it over and over.
And I think Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, hang on. Who sings it?
It was Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin, wasn't it?
Ooh, I don't know. I don't want to say.
I'm terrible with music. I'm
So
pretty
am I.
sure that's right.
We need a music person on this podcast.
Yeah.
It was Queen, wasn't it? No, I'm just
They're all the same.
yeah, all those rock bands.
We've got.
I'm gonna say most of this stuff is sequels, and
Have you checked that for all the movies that came out in 2017?
I have not. I can.
So this
I'll find
isn't-
out later. But the
Almost
other
all.
two that might be up there is Logan.
Nah.
No. Or
Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is already
yeah.
in front of Wonder Woman.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Jeez.
There we go. That was the other one. Or The Fate of the Furious. Have you checked where that
He
one
said
was?
that one before. I think that's like
And
number 12.
it's not
isn't
even hit it.
It's 11.
It's 11, yeah.
The Fate of the
It's
Furious.
already
No,
up
you
there,
said.
yeah.
Furious.
Oh, I thought you said number.
Sorry, Fury 7's at number 6. Fate of the Furious is number 11.
And you reckon Wonder Woman's gonna get in front of? All right, I'm gonna sit on Fate of the Furious. That's solid ground right there.
That's actually
Yeah,
good
that's
call.
actually a really good call. You're already in the top 11.
So that's,
of ever,
Isn't
not
that,
just
wait, isn't it
2017.
Ludacris who's in the movie? He's like, oh, I'm the 11th most wanted guy or something. And the
Yeah, he
chick's
didn't
like,
make the list.
Yeah, he didn't make the list.
so
That's gonna be you.
That's so perfect that they're in number 11
That is perfect.
after that.
Yeah.
so
That's-
I think Wonder Woman will be the top grossing
I'm
one.
gonna go Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars.
And I know that
You're
the
gonna go Fate of the
I'm gonna go
Furious.
Fate of the Furious. Yeah,
Alright.
the better movie too.
We should come back to this in 6 months.
Wonder Woman is
Well, at the
the
end of the
highest
year.
grossing
Oh, yeah,
World
6
War
months.
One film. It's the highest grossing DC Extended Universe film.
Highest grossing World War One film, did you say?
Yeah,
Cool. That's awesome. That's interesting. I wonder how they classify that.
if it's in World War One.
I know, but it's like it's
Duh.
not like historically accurate, I guess.
Wait a second. So Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is ranked 3
Of what?
in the 2017 movies highest grossing. Where'd
What's
you get-
number
what-
one in
what's-
2017?
It only gave me 3 through 6 for some reason. I'm trying to-
Let's move
Oh.
on before my information falls apart.
Beauty and the Beast.
No, that wasn't that great.
Yeah,
It's
but it was
it's
number.
already
But it was
10.
number 1. It's already number 10, and then Fate of the Furious, Guardians of the Galaxy, Wonder Woman.
Well,
Pirates-
speaking of
Pirates
Beauty
of
Wait,
the
so you've
Caribbean.
already lost?
Speaking of
Yeah,
Beauty,
well, not to you guys though. I haven't. Use it.
But that wasn't the question.
I believe in Wonder Woman.
It's
But
not even-
speaking of
it's
Beauty
number
and the
4.
Beast, shall we move on to talking about Disney and D23?
Yeah, that's a nice segue. That's a nice
Alright,
segue.
well, that's my
job.
topic done
All right.
of the highest grossing films of all time.
All right, so that means
And how Wonder Woman will beat all of them.
maybe.
Knock James Cameron's socks off.
I don't know. It's like halfway to Fate of the Furious.
That's how it happens.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, that means you.
All right. I want to talk about D23. I want to talk about the whole thing because there's some cool stuff. We got.
Toy Story World and Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
happening.
yeah, I saw that just today.
2018.
That looks so mad.
Oh
I
my
hope
God.
they
Looks sick.
If it
hope
was,
they
if
can
it
get the
probably-
original
if
voice
it-
actors.
They won't get Tom Hanks. There's no
How
way they
good-
could.
that was what we were saying just before.
They can't afford Tom Hanks.
That would.
They probably get everybody
double
else but
their
Tom
sales.
Hanks. I mean, when was the last time you saw Tim Allen? They could probably get Tim Allen.
Hasn't he like been blacklisted by Hollywood because he did like
Maybe.
a
That's what I mean.
a conservative TV.
He
show?
needs the money. He needs that Square Enix Disney money.
He's blacklisted for what?
No, I don't think he's actually blacklisted. He did a TV show. It was like really conservative. It was like a family sitcom thing, and it
Oh,
like
okay.
has moved to like 3 different networks now because everyone's like, well, Hollywood likes the left.
Oh, okay.
Is my understanding anyway. I don't know.
If it was the English dub and there was the voices, I probably would have cried and broke down. I definitely was close. I got goosebumps everywhere, dude.
It's hard to
When
know
it was
when you read
like
subtitles.
when Woody and Buzz are talking to Sora, Goofy, and Donald, and then I was like, this is so cool. And then it's like, let's go. It's like, come on, gang, let's go find our friends. And they're like running along the rooftop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
and there's,
jumping
like,
down.
6 of them.
How it's like Toy Story 2. It's like when it's like we'll be back before Andy gets home, and they use Slinky to jump. Oh, if you use Slinky,
Yeah.
if you press triangle and use Slinky and jump down the thing, I was like, this is the most
So I haven't
beautiful
played
thing
Kingdom
I've ever
Hearts 1 or
played.
2 in enough depth. I played a little bit of it, but
Oh.
Toy Story's never been on there, obviously.
No, because
Is
it was
there any-
Pixar. It was Disney. It wasn't Pixar, and that's what
Right.
everyone was skeptical about. It's like, when will that come across? And it's been so many years that Disney have bought Lucasfilm and Marvel, so everyone's like, where's Tony Stark? Where's the Death Star? Where's all this
Yeah,
stuff?
see, I was
So,
going to ask that as
yeah.
well.
But
So
man.
no Star Wars yet?
No.
Or we don't know?
Well,
we
not
don't
from
know,
what
but
we've seen.
I don't. People don't think that. They think
Yeah,
Marvel
I
and
don't know
Star
if
Wars
they
are separate.
would mix so well.
I want to
I
see
mean,
get a
you
lot
just,
of
you just
Death
want
Star.
everything. Yeah,
I want that.
I want Buzz Lightyear on your shoulder.
I guess that's
don't
the
want
idea.
a whole lightsaber.
Yeah.
Buzz Lightyear and Zurg facing off against Luke and Vader or something. I don't
It's
know.
All
just so
together.
cool. Well, number
Oh,
3,
yeah.
they've announced there's a Rapunzel world. There's a Wreck-It Ralph. Sorry, Big Hero 6.
Well, Wreck-It
world.
Ralph 2 is in
Oh,
there.
cool.
Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Wait.
That's a movie. A
You're,
movie.
talking, you're
23.
talking inside Kingdom Hearts.
In Kingdom
right?
Hearts,
Yeah,
in
that's
King-
what-
sorry,
I'm just saying the
Kingdom
movie,
Hearts
yeah.
3, they've announced some new worlds that they've announced is the Tangled world,
Mhm.
Big Hero 6 world,
Frozen?
and now they've not shown anything for Frozen. People
They
are like,
probably
surely
will.
Frozen, but like I think Disney might be keeping that close to the chest for now. But Toy Story.
Yeah, that'll be like the
Toy
last.
Story
If
is
they
awesome.
do choose something like Frozen, that will be like right at the end, just before.
And a big point of contention are the memes are so funny because if you play Kingdom Hearts, basically all the enemies they're called the Heartless, and it's like the strongest of the Heartless can take like a more physical form, like usually just black shadows, but like the boss Heartless take the form of like the evil Disney characters, like Jafar, Hades,
Right.
and whatnot. So there was a big picture of Al's toy barn. It was like, is this guy a Heartless? He better get eaten by the Heartless fucking dickhead.
Who else would it be? Zerg, I guess.
Zerg, yeah, probably. That makes more sense. Maybe Zerg.
Didn't he have like a paintball thing? Like, dum, dum,
Yeah.
dum, dum? Wasn't that his...
I don't know how. Yeah, you'd fight him probably.
I mean, it is terrifying, I guess.
I'm curious if you're.
What about the guy with the
Are you in
pickaxe?
Andy's room or are you in Bonnie's room?
Oh, the prospector.
Yeah, the prospector.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's pretty
Ooh.
evil, but he got good at it.
I have no idea. I don't know
with
where
his
this.
fart cannon like flying
Yeah.
around.
What's I mean? Is it Andy or is it Bonnie? I don't know where this sits in the
Well,
Toy Story
he said
timeline.
Andy in the.
Did he say
Yeah.
Andy? It looked like Andy's room. So
Are
I
you
think
one of
Andy
Andy's
would be
toys?
Andy.
Yeah, that's.
And that's where
one of
everyone-
They said
everyone
they
loves
said
Andy.
Andy was missing as well. I think. I'm pretty sure they.
He
said
said
that.
his friends, which makes me think that it's
I
like
think
Mr.
he said
Potato Head
Andy and
stuff
his
like
friend.
that.
I think he said since Andy's been MIA. I think that was
Anyway,
the
that
line.
was
One
this-
thing when I was watching the trailer. Did you notice that his keyblade was a cactus with a
You said
rocket
it
on
a
the end of
few
it?
times. I
I never noticed that.
Felix
no.
really
It was a
likes
cactus.
cactuses, so I'm not sure
With
if
a
I want to
rocket on the end
trust
of it.
you on
I
that
just-
one.
And the
It's
rocket would
I
dislodge
thought
and
they'd be
then...
more creative with how they looked as toys. They seem to be all that same kind of like nutcracker kind of like
Yeah.
wooden,
Yeah.
old
That was
school
interesting
toy.
too. Like, and they were
Like,
like, "Whoa, what's going
Yeah,
on?"
like I thought like Goofy would be like a plushie maybe or something.
Yeah,
like
that would have been more interesting.
Oh, instead of all just the same style. Yeah, that would have
Yeah.
been cool actually.
Oh man, I'm keen. There was a lot of cool stuff that came out of D23. There's the Star Wars behind the scenes trailer looked
Yes.
really awesome.
Well, yeah,
Everyone's
checked
getting
that
all
out.
emotional with like Leia and stuff like that. That looks so
Mm.
cool.
Yeah, and they put her in the last shot as well. And every time I saw it, I was like, Carrie Fisher.
Yeah. Like, that's
Yeah.
gonna be crazy. That probably
Yeah.
that movie's.
But
gonna
it
be
was
like-
that everything else for it was like that.
Say it
typical,
again
like,
that I'm
This is
right.
going to be the best movie
Yeah.
ever, and you just
Yeah.
you're just not sure.
Well, I don't like that either though. Everyone's like, this is gonna be the best Star Wars
that's
ever.
what I'm saying.
I'm like,
I
"Ah."
don't, you hear that about every
Every
like,
new Star
behind the
Wars.
scenes thing. You
Well,
know?
yeah.
No one's
Every
going to say
Star Wars,
this
yeah.
is literally going to be the worst movie you've ever seen. Don't watch it. No one's ever going to say that, or they're not going to cut it into the edit if they do say that.
That's what I always say with like these films. It's like you don't even need a trailer. Just put a release date.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it's like there's no trailer. I'm not gonna see it. Like no one's
no one
gonna,
does
like,
that. Yeah,
No one's gonna be like yeah.
everyone's going to scour the internet for every piece of information they
Yeah.
can.
It's not
before
gonna
they
get to
watch
like March next year and someone's like, what? There was an episode 8. Like what? Like, I don't know.
Did you see the cute little aliens that are in it too? The new ones? They're like tiny and they got big eyes.
it. Oh, someone was
Ah.
combing it down. Yeah,
It's
they
like a
look
Jim
weird.
Henson kind of thing.
They look
Like,
weird,
they've
yeah.
gone
Like a
right back
Furby.
to the pub. Yeah, Furby.
Yeah.
What if Valerian City of a Thousand Planets becomes
Oh, I'm
highest grossing film of the year?
There's absolutely no way.
I'm
it
like,
won't be-
it
it
looks
won't
so
be-
cool. Like,
though.
this
It
could
does
be, I
look
was like,
cool.
This could be like
I do wanna
so
check it out.
amazing, or it could be just a big whole mess.
There will be so
It
many
could
people out
be-
there that just don't watch it.
It could be like
Just let it
Guardians
go
of the
by.
Galaxy, or it could be like Jupiter Ascending.
Oh man,
It could be
it
really
looks a bit
bad.
like Jupiter Ascending,
It
but
does.
I'm hoping
getting
it's
mad
good.
Jupiter
Yeah.
Ascending vibes.
I
Who
like
knows?
Dane
That's a good
DeHaan. I think he's
analogy.
cool.
I like
like
Luc
Cara
Besson,
Delevingne.
yeah.
I love Luc Besson, except I have
Cara
to say
Delevingne.
Lucy. I wasn't sold on the end. Oh, Cara Delevingne.
yeah,
Lucio.
true.
The movie Lucio Bustio.
What?
No, the movie Lucy.
The Scarlett Johansson one.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
She played a chick who opened 100% of her brain.
Lucy.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cara Delevingne.
No,
No,
Scarlett
Scarlett.
Johansson.
Forget
Yeah,
that.
that was the director Luc Besson. That was his last film.
Oh,
He's done
okay,
something
sorry.
else in between.
Yeah.
They
Roll
also
over the shot.
showed a 5-minute trailer of Infinity War, but it's online, so like.
Yeah.
The
The
only,
only
thing,
thing,
the only thing you can
trying
watch is
so
like
hard
some
to
dude
find
from
it.
IGN being like, "Let me describe it to you," and you're like, "Okay, you're like, I'll take it." Like,
Just give me something.
Close
Anything
your
Marvel,
eyes. Yeah, anything Marvel.
But I
Like,
heard some of that. Apparently,
literally.
Thor flies through the windscreen of
Guardians.
the Guardians
they
ship.
hit him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
It apparently looks like incredibly epic, and they have
Oh, it
like
looks amazing.
30 bloody
it sounds-
people.
They haven't even
on
done
stage.
Ragnarok yet.
Yeah.
Oh
And,
yeah, the stage. I saw the picture on stage. I was trying to guess more, but I had
It's
a
like-
really low
it's
quality
like
picture.
Everyone except Chris Evans and Scarlett Johansson were there. Like
Oh,
they
okay.
had so many people. Yeah. So that stuff
That's
is crazy.
huge, yeah.
Yeah, they got everyone there.
And I've been
I'm looking
reading
at the
as
photo
they
right now.
confirmed more people, and there's like a lot of like the sidekicks and stuff are still in there. Like even Wong from Doctor Strange.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty-
He was
he was on
part
that
of it.
set photo as well.
Oh, someone else was there too that I was like surprised to see. I can't remember. Yeah, it's
I
gonna.
hope the guy in the chair is there from Spider-Man.
It's gonna be hectic. Oh, Spider-Man's friend.
Yeah, like the 14-year-old kid just on the like
The
computer.
guy
Like,
in the
He
chair.
probably dies. Like,
Oh,
like
jeez.
Thanos probably.
He
reminds-
reminds,
Coulson
he reminds
version
us,
two.
me so much of Wade from Kim Possible. Did you guys?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't think of that. At
And
the
he's like
time.
Wait.
and he called himself the
Oh.
guy in the chair, and he's like behind the computer, and he's just like an amazing
It is very
genius.
Disney Channel or something like that. Yeah,
it was a
that's
bit Disney
Spider-Man.
Channel. Yeah.
That movie. I mean, it was like that younger, but it was done like.
But it was done
really
so
well.
much better because
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire never looked like he was in high school.
Oh, wow. That's what took me out of those films. He was
Yeah.
just an adult fighting other adults, like.
Yeah.
Whereas this is a kid trying to.
And he was it mixed up the universe so well. I thought it
Yeah.
was awesome.
All right, we might do a Spider-Man spoiler cast maybe after.
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah, we're
There's
going
a
on
lot
a
to
tangent.
talk about
You're right.
Spider-Man.
All right, the rest of
Um,
D23.
There's a bunch of Disney stuff. There's a great interview I wanted to show you guys. It goes for about 6 minutes. It's with John Lasseter. It's IGN interviews him, and it's really fascinating all the stuff he says. And yeah, I think everyone should check that out. I'll probably put the link, I think, in the description because it is a really cool interview. And he just talks about all the sort of upcoming slate of Disney animated stuff, and just in general, there's like
Heaps.
Coco by Pixar, Incredibles 2, Toy Story 4.
Frozen 2, Wreck-It
Frozen
Ralph
2, Wreck-It Ralph 2
Yeah.
sounds crazy. There's like a Disney princess scene or something
really?
like that. They've
Yeah,
got
that
all
everyone
the
keeps
old
talking about.
They've got all the voice actors of all the Disney princesses for
Really?
some
Well,
sequence in
Oh
Wreck-It
no,
Ralph
I saw
2.
that. I saw
Yeah.
the pictures and then like dancing.
Yeah, so that sounds insane.
Yeah, that's cool.
They've cast like the live
Again,
action.
all we've heard is someone describe it
Yeah,
to us through
I know.
his official video.
They've cast like the live action Aladdin. They showed bits of
Oh,
live
Will
action
Smith.
Lion
Do we
King.
want to
Yeah.
talk
Will
about that?
Smith as Genie. That's I don't know how I
Yeah.
feel about that. I mean, it'd be cool, I'm sure. But yeah.
I don't know. The jury's not out. I have no real opinion either way. I like the casting of Aladdin. I think he's.
Well, apparently they
I don't
showed
know.
the
Cool.
first sequence of the live-action Lion King, and everyone was like, "Oh, it's so cool!"
Is it Jon
It's
Favreau?
shot for shot the animated movie, and I'm like, "Is that cool?" It's what I said about Beauty and the Beast. It's like make a live-action Beauty and the Beast. It's like, what will the script be? And they just got the DVD. They got the DVD of Beauty and the Beast and went like that, and they went,
But with people.
make this, make it look like this, or they pointed at Jungle Book. That's what I mean. Jon Favreau's doing Lion King, which means Jungle Book was just like a test for them to
But
see if
can
they
I
could
say,
do it.
I thought Jungle Book really good. Like
Jungle
I
Book
did
was
not
alright,
think
yeah.
that was a waste of time.
It wasn't. Well, it wasn't.
He was great as the gorilla.
I wanna be like
Yeah.
you. Oh.
He's great.
And ScarJo, I'm here to give you some exposition.
I don't know.
She was a
I'll
cool
see how,
set.
I'll
There
see how
was
Lion King
one-
goes.
one
It's
like-
just I can't fight. I was thinking about this the other day. I can't fight it anymore. I'm exhausted. Like I'm like, oh, original movies, blah blah blah. And like Disney are just regurgitating all this stuff. It's just like
They are. And
I hate it too. But I'm like, I can't fight it anymore. I just embrace it. Like fuck it, yay, Lion King.
But see, you like Beauty and the
Aladdin.
Beast, didn't you?
Yeah, that was what like kind of broke me. It's just like I'm like, this movie is not challenging me in any way, but goddamn, is it fun?
See, I
God damn, is it beautiful?
I was
like,
so bored.
yeah, exactly. It's
Get
like
to my level.
yeah, but exactly. It's like
I
the
enjoy
like,
everything.
The light and the dark are like
Jeez.
pulling me like to different directions. Because
hate everything.
I mean, I'm like,
I love
oh, Beast got shot. Whoop de doo. Like I knew that was gonna happen. And, like
Yeah.
you know everything that's gonna happen, but at the same time you're just like.
Ooh.
The production value, oh my god! Like, there's a reason it's number 10 on the highest grossing film. Like,
Is there?
and then
2017.
they're doing Mulan, Aladdin, Lion King. They're just like,
Ah.
anything that makes a bit of money back in the 90s, they're just gonna throw it. Like, you're just gonna
Yeah, it's gonna come
gonna be
flooding in.
$500 million budget and just turn it into the big screen. Put
Live
your
action
favorite
Roads El Dorado.
Put your favorite.
Hey.
Give me that.
Oh,
Yeah.
people have been touting that for a while. That's DreamWorks though, and didn't
Yeah.
actually do that well. And I don't think it's considered like one of the most like.
But it's
beloved-
still
But
one
it's-
of the best.
It's still
Oh,
one of,
definitely.
it's like a lot of people.
Live
it
action,
resonates with people so,
Emperor's
so
New
much.
Groove. Live
Every-
action Emperor's New
The
Groove.
stars
Yeah,
can't
that
do
was
it.
like that weird.
Not
kind
today.
Of, that
Can't do it.
area.
Not today.
That would be awesome.
That was
Live
a
action,
great
like
era.
someone's head, an actual human's like head doing the stars.
That'd be a
Can't
good
do it.
topic.
Not today.
Every kid had like the one movie that they watched. Like every kid had the one movie they just watched over and over and over again. And for me, that was like El Dorado. Like I would watch it.
Yeah.
It would get to the end. I would hit rewind on the VCR.
Yep.
The VCR people.
And just watch
and
it
like,
again.
like all the tape rewinding.
It
and
took
then
like
I
an
would play
hour
it
and a
again.
half though. I swear it took longer.
Oh
than the
no!
film. I
it
remember,
was
I
like
remember
5
doing
minutes.
it. Yeah, but as a kid it was
But
ages.
yeah,
I would
like
like set
the-
it to rewind, and
I
then I'd
thought-
go to
speed,
bed
like-
and be like, hopefully it's done by the
I thought my
morning.
mom. I thought my mom had like some magic power because she would be able to look at the tape and be like, because I'd be like, Mom,
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, is it at the end or the start? And she'd look at the tape and like she'd be like, it's at the start. And I'm like, how does she know? And it's like you
Gee.
just look where the tape is. Yeah, I didn't know.
I'm glad you
I was
know.
like,
I'm glad you know.
oh yeah,
No kids knew. I never knew.
I googled it yesterday.
She's got like X-ray vision or something.
I didn't know how she did it. It
You're a
boggled my mind.
superhero.
I was just like,
So like,
okay,
puts
like,
her hand on it. She's like, Start.
The big question is why she didn't just tell me, like, you know. But I
couldn't handle that knowledge.
I was
Jack.
just like, I'm like, how does she know? Like, I mean, I was like 4 or 3. I was like, I had no idea. I didn't even know how to work the VHS.
For me and my sister, that movie was Shrek 2. Over
Yeah.
and over and over again.
Well, the Shreks. Yeah.
I don't know what mine was.
But it wasn't even
Grease.
Shrek 1.
My brother's was Bug's Life. I remember. Just anytime he wanted to watch a movie, it was Bug's Life.
I watched that like
kids.
1,000 times between the ages of like 1 and 3.
You watch stuff
It was
all the time.
great.
I remember the other movie that like boggled me with the VHS was Fantasia. Because Fantasia is a lot of little skits, and I knew I didn't like all the skits. I just liked a select few, and I'm like, I want to watch those skits. And of course, I don't know how the VHS works, so I would just like fast forward for a little bit, rewind for a little bit, fast forward for a little, and press play, and I'm like, oh no, and then I would just like do it again, like fast forward for a little, and because I didn't know the order. Like I remember there was like this crocodile scene that I didn't like, and I'm just like, I knew it was like somewhere in the film. Like I didn't know where the scenes that I wanted, if they were at the start or the end. I would just like keep playing around with it until I found my scene. I don't know.
What was the scene? What was your favourite one?
I can't remember now.
Was it the
It was
flamingos?
probably like the Mickey Mouse.
I can't remember that at all.
The Sorcerer's Apprentice.
No,
yeah.
it was probably Fantasia 2000. Actually, I don't think it was the
Which
original.
one was that one?
I can't even remember.
Oh,
now.
I can't remember.
That'll be the next thing. Fantasia 3.
There-
Oh yeah, the
There
live
was-
action Fantasia.
Yeah.
How are they going to train those flamingos? That's going to be amazing.
It's just the dude in the motion capture.
With the
I
stalks
am
on his
flamingo.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Did you have a topic with D23? I forget.
I think that was pretty much it. I mean,
You just wanted to cover it all?
D23 discuss.
discuss.
Check out that John
There was-
Lasseter interview.
there was
It's-
one
it's
of-
fascinating.
It's in the link here.
Because he honestly,
Can you
like, Toy Story 4 and Toy Story 1, 2, 3 is like one of the most, like, it's probably the best trilogy there is. Like, in terms
Are they gonna
of, in
ruin
terms
it
of
with
being
4?
solid, well, that's what everyone's like
Where is
how
it
you
gonna
do
be
4?
set?
And he said one thing that really made me intrigued. Well, there's a few things. One, it's like a passing of the torch story. So it is like, we grew up with Andy, and now it's Bonnie. And it's kind of like, that's the next generation. Like, it's Bonnie. I'm like, that's a cute, kind of interesting thing. And they were like, it's a love... And John Lasseter was like, it's a love story. And Woody's going to go... Like, Woody has to find Bo Peep.
Oh,
and I
finally.
lost my fucking shit.
She wasn't in the second one either.
They
was
didn't
she?
even like address her. And no, she's on the third one. And they like... It's like one line.
Was she in the second
They're just
one?
like... They're like... Oh no, all the toys are gone.
Yeah.
It's like so-and-so and like so-and-so. And it's like, and Bo? Remember Bo? And Woody goes, yeah, I remember Bo. And that's it. You're like, what happened to Bo?
What happened?
Like,
Was she in the second
did
one?
she get
She got
smashed?
fucked
Like, she's
up,
like
yeah.
porcelain. And so like, if they... I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. If they... I love Toy Story so much. If they... It's like... I mean, when Andy was 17 going off to college, I was 17 going off to college. Or like 18 or however. I was how old Andy was.
Oh,
In Toy
yeah.
Story 3 when I was watching
Well, that
Toy
was the
Story
cool
3.
thing about it. It was like growing up with us.
And they were like, that was such a
Yeah.
smart decision they made.
Yeah, it was.
Um,
yeah. But now it's back to Bonnie. Who cares about Bonnie?
I do like
Yeah,
Toy
Toy
Story.
I can't relate to Bonnie.
I wonder if Andy comes back in
I'm
Toy
not a
Story 4.
4-year-old
He's like,
girl.
takes the toys. I missed them too much. He's like, give me that money. Bonnie's just crying. He's crying. We're crying. Everyone's just crying.
And that's the love story.
Yeah, that's the love story.
Between Woody and Andy.
Yeah, not Bo Peep.
Who
Oh,
needs Bo
fucking
Peep?
poor Bo
That's
Peep.
hilarious.
I mean that has me curious. I'm like, she didn't get the justice she deserved. So hopefully,
Well,
it's just
hopefully
fun.
she does.
Was
this one
she
then,
in the
yeah.
second film? Because I don't remember that. She was?
She's not in it much because most of the film takes
It was
place.
outside, yeah. She was
Gonna
too
find
delicate,
Woody.
I guess.
Yeah, well, she's like porcelain.
Porcelain, yeah.
But it's all I don't know. Let the man do the do the work.
Wow.
It was the
It-
90s.
it was the
90s.
Like there'll be some
No.
spunky new character in Toy Story. There's
Yeah,
like heaps
but
of characters
Jessie
in Toy
was
Story 4.
great.
Well, Jessie's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
Was she?
I
in
go back
number
against what I
3?
said then. No, Jessie was 2,
Was she in number
and
3?
Joan
I-
No, no,
Cusack's
what was in number
delivery
3?
of Jessie is like
Oh,
the
it's
greatest thing ever.
amazing. Joan Cusack
Like-
is such an underrated actress.
Like where she's like in the blue, where she pulls like the string off the pull string, and he lost his string. It's like, can this just be part of the movie now? So good.
Do you guys watch
I have no idea
Shameless?
what that part is.
It's in the
yeah,
bloopers, he said.
Oh, sorry.
Joan Cusack plays a shut-in in Shameless, and she's like, she
what,
can't
sorry?
leave her house.
A shut-in.
Yeah,
Oh.
she's like agoraphobic. She can't leave like her front door.
I've been meaning
it's
to watch
so funny.
Shameless, yeah.
It's a really good show. Shout out to Shameless.
How many have we done, by the way?
Pretty good.
Cool.
Cool. Felix, are we doing you?
Hold up.
hold
What's
up.
on D23? There
Oh,
was
yeah.
one that I was kind of intrigued about, which was the suburban fantasy movie
Oh,
that they haven't
yeah.
titled it.
Oh, there's a
which is
couple
like-
that they've sort of like
There's
Which
4, I think.
It's
that are
like I reckon it's a
untitled.
cool idea having like a fantasy world where it's got like the suburbs and the ghetto and stuff like that. You get,
Unicorns eating out of the trash.
which was the only one thing that I've really got any
Stuck,
information
yeah.
on. But it's like that'd be awesome if it's like a real like how a fantasy world would actually function.
Yeah.
There's like
As opposed to just being fantastical.
there's a few stuff they announced. It's like there's a space astronomical one. It's all about like space flight, and then and I was like, that's gonna be cool. And then they were like, it's set in the Cars universe.
Oh,
and I was like, I
Wasn't
think
that
that
just
might
a
be better. It's like all these space cars have eyes. They leave the cars.
Wasn't that just a short?
I don't
Or is
know
that
if
going to be a
I
movie?
want
They had planes.
The
That was
speed
like a
test?
spin-off.
That one?
Oh, I actually watched Planes. That was like, I don't want to.
Cars 3
That was pretty funny.
It wasn't bad, yeah.
Cars 3 is
'Cause-
really good.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Even Cars 2, like they was such like a James Bond spin-off, and I think it was
it's
Michael Caine as
it
well.
made
you
no
watch it
damn
like
sense.
3
It
times.
was so
and it's-
dumb. I didn't enjoy
yeah.
it. Like
Yeah.
I fell asleep, I think, for about 15 minutes. But I remember coming out of it being like, that had potential. I don't know.
It did.
So now what's
When
this new
when
one?
the
I was just
when
the
the
space.
main person of Disney was like, oh, like we just don't put out the movies until they're really good and really done. I was like, what about Cars 2? Like, you guys, that
which
wasn't
John
polished
Lasseter
at
directed
all.
himself, and it's like, oh, it's so bad. I guess it's fun and kids loved it, but yeah. But I mean, I do love John Lasseter, like because he made Toy Story, like he created that, and like he is now like the head of Disney and Pixar, like the
That's
chief
too
creative
much
officer.
power.
I think it's a lot of power.
That's like J.J. Abrams having Star Wars and Star Trek.
Yeah.
Between those two men, there's like...
Again, watch the interview. He's just like, he just talks about, because he doesn't give a fuck and he's the head, he can do whatever he wants. So he's just like casually drops stuff. And I was like, wait, that's like, what? Because, yeah, Toy Story, they made the decision to grow up Andy as they went on. And now the recent news with Incredibles 2 is, and it goes against everything I thought I knew about the world. It starts immediately after where number 1 left off.
Ah.
It starts like, they
With
put
the
the
miners.
Underminer comes up and they
Yeah.
put on the things. And like, for
Dun,
years,
dun, dun,
I
dun.
thought they would never do that. I had a friend, he was like, oh, I can't wait for number 2. They're going to fight the Underminer. I'm like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I'm like, you don't start a movie with like the miner. I was like, that sounds so dumb. Like, you can't start a movie just with the villain right there. And then 14 years later, they're like, fuck you, Jack. And then they're starting it right there.
Specifically you.
Because I thought they'd have it older. I thought Dash would be like, like a lot older. But
Yeah.
no, it starts... I mean, there might be a time jump in between the film, but it starts right there.
I heard it's more focused on Mrs. Incredible. So it's like her being sort of the action lead and Mr. Incredible kind of learning how to be a dad. Because that's like the reversing what they were
Oh,
doing.
yeah.
That's what I heard.
But I don't think
Not
the
a bad way
Underminer
going
will be the
about it.
main villain. I
Who
feel
was
like
the voice?
they
What's the
said
guy? What's
it's
the
John
guy's-
Ratzenberger. Yeah,
Ratzenberger, yeah.
They said like it's a cool set piece, and that makes me think. I'm like, all right, so that'll just be like an awesome opening.
Yeah.
They'll all battle and fight him, and then they'll be like, all right, family, that was good. It's like,
Yeah.
let's go get some tacos or something, and then
go
and
back
then,
to
and
opening
then there'll be like
5-10
another villain or
minutes,
something
yeah.
like that.
I think that's probably a good guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just interesting interview. I definitely recommend checking.
We've
that
managed to discuss D23 without going into Frozen 2, so I'm going to consider
Oh,
that going.
yeah.
Christ! Frozen
No,
2.
no, we're moving on.
I don't know. I've got nothing to say. It'll be fine. I'm
It'll
sure.
just be.
It'll make a buttload
just
of
be-
money.
I mean, it's funny though because that movie made so much, and what I found interesting was like, it's not coming out until 2019. So that the first one came out in 2013. So that's like 6 years in between. Usually, like animated stuff, it's like 2 or 3 years maybe. I mean, it depends. I guess it differs. Like Toy Story 2 and 3. But it makes me think like I don't think they thought Frozen was going to be as popular as it was.
So they had no plans.
Because
for
they,
a
well, that's why
sequel.
I think they put other stuff into the pipeline. Like they were working on what's the next one? Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Yeah.
And I think just other animated
like, a
stuff.
couple
And then
of
when
years
Frozen
ago.
was like getting like super popular, like holy crap, we need to like make it too.
And it's still like really popular, which
Bloody
is almost
Still
annoying.
making them
What?
billions.
Because Frozen's based
Oh,
on
Minions.
It's based on the Ice Queen
The
or
Ice
something
Queen, yeah.
by what's his face? The
The guy who does the thing, the
Hans
Hans
Christian
Christian Andersen, yeah. Hans
So
Christoph.
I'm curious if he wrote like another story or if Frozen 2 is going to be like fully original. Which
Well, he
probably
yeah.
will be.
Well, I mean, he wrote lots, but I don't think there was like a Snow Queen 2 or an Ice Queen 2.
All right, I think that's D23.
I think that's D23.
Yeah, that's pretty much everything.
Incredibles
for
2,
D23.
Kingdom Hearts 3,
Incredibles 2 is the big takeaway, I think.
and Kingdom Hearts.
All right.
I guess.
Let's see
No, I'm excited.
how my topic goes then.
All right, let's go,
Well,
Felix.
Sean didn't really have a topic. So
Well, I
gotta
saw-
play.
I had lots of little
I can beat
questions.
Sean pretty easily.
So did
Yeah.
I don't think we could have
Battle
gone
of the
today
topics.
I mean,
without-
all I said was D23. He was like, yeah, D23.
I don't think we could have gone today without talking about D23.
No,
There's
we
just so
could
much
not.
cool stuff that
That's
went
right.
on.
Yeah.
Sally approves. Hey.
So over the years watching movies, I've
Oh, I love it already.
Give us the backstory.
so,
Stop interrupting.
that's all. That's really it. So,
Okay, so he's watched movies before. Remember that.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Like you walk out of that movie and you want to listen to the soundtrack, right?
I
Yeah?
think I know.
And then as we went on, we just watched Baby Driver over the weekend, and they
That's
kind
what
of
I thought you
made
were
the
gonna say.
movie it's like it was like really based around that soundtrack.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty much the entire movie. Every song is in every second of that movie.
It's like studio executives are like, hey,
people like music. Yeah, which is my question. Is music becoming more important in movies, or is it just like we're just noticing it more now because like I'm becoming slightly more attuned to
I like this
the
topic
movies.
because do you remember the Suicide Squad trailer?
Yeah.
It was so
With-
well
was
timed.
that Bohemian
to
Rhapsody?
The,
Yeah.
One of
That
the
was what it
trailers.
was. It was like, do I like the Suicide Squad trailer, or do I just really like Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yeah.
And the answer was Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah. But the movie tried to do a bit of a similar thing for no reason that made sense. It had like a lot of like 70s, 80s, 90s.
Wanted to make its own
80s
album,
hits.
you know? Yeah. Well, not its
Yeah.
own, like a collection of music that was
No,
around.
it was like the Suicide Squad album, and it was just like, why? It made no sense.
Yeah.
Whereas Guardians of the Galaxy did it so well, and Guardians of the Galaxy 2 arguably did it better because it was like Rocket Raccoon. The whole film was just like, hey, you know what Star-Lord likes? Music. We should play music while we shoot people.
It's like they didn't really address that. It was just like, I guess Rocket is really taken onto this music thing. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
he really likes it.
Well, I liked it because it was kind of like his way of being like, hey, I respect you, and I'm like, I'm learning from you, even though he's like so
Still hates him at the same
aggressive,
time.
I
Yeah.
guess.
It was just like a little throwaway thing. It's just like, oh, Rocket's like really likes the music. I
And like Groot's dancing as well, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the cool thing about both those movies is they work it into the narrative.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not just like,
And Baby
But
Driver.
is
Let's
that,
get
is
a
that
cool
becoming
song.
more prevalent, or is that just like what was always happening? Like,
I mean,
I feel like they're stressing.
I think it's
it
definitely
now.
more prevalent. But
I think
don't
yeah, I
know
think
if
we've had a good run of movies like that. I think
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
Guardians definitely worked into the narrative. That's what like made it work and made it like so cool. I think like it was he's like the '80s kid with the Walkman, and then Baby Driver's the similar sort of way.
He's
the
listening to the
iPods.
iPod, yeah.
And
Very
like,
similar.
and when he listens to it, like it's for him, but it's also for the audience. They just kind of meld it together. I think that works really
And
well.
the word for that, if anyone's interested, I'm pretty sure it's diegetic. Diagetic.
Word
I think
for
that's
like
the
the
word
audience
for like
hearing
music, where it's like the music is in the shot.
Oh, okay. So it's
if
a part
anyone
of the
cares, I'm pretty sure
diegetic.
I'm right.
What was your question again? Just
Yeah, what was
is
it?
it becoming
Yeah,
more
is
prevalent?
it becoming more important? Like obviously, music is important, but is it like are they putting like heaps more emphasis on it than they ever used to? Because like now they're using songs, whereas before I feel like they were using
Instrumental.
instruments.
I was just
Instrumental
going to
stuff.
say that.
That's
Yeah.
interesting too, because people. I mean, Disney's always made songs, and they have Disney songs, but I guess
Yeah.
they're
But I think there's a difference
musicals.
between musicals and what we're talking about now.
Yeah.
I think I'm just thinking of what you said, like with the instrumental, like then you get the swelling violins or whatever it might be, or the orchestra.
Yeah. Whereas now they.
Whereas now it's just like it's 80s hits and they time it better, I guess. I don't know.
I guess
That's
it's
not always
people who
80s
use
hits
it
either.
like effectively.
Yeah.
Like Edgar Wright's always music so effectively, and like
So
Yeah.
they're
he always
getting
loves to
smarter.
time it. Like
Maybe that's what
He's a
they're doing.
smart dude.
yeah, he's like really smart. Like and even in, I mean, we'll talk about Baby Driver, I'm sure, like on another podcast or something like that. But like a lot of the things that he did in Baby Driver, like were just from Shaun of the Dead. There's like about 3 or 4 things. I'm like, this is like shot for shot from Shaun of the Dead. There's a scene in Shaun of the Dead at the end where they hit the jukebox, and it's "Don't Stop Me Now" by Queen, and they start hitting
Oh,
this beat in time.
yeah.
It's like don't,
Yes.
don't,
Stop me.
don't. Yeah, like it's all time.
It was
So
almost
it's
like he's like sitting back there like 10 years later. He's like, we should do a whole movie like that.
yeah, pretty much. That's what he's been
Which
sitting
he
on. Like,
did,
I
I
think he just
guess.
loves to do stuff time with music, and I get that now and again. I'll think of like I'll listen to songs and music. It's like like I can totally see this like timed up with something, or like it could make in Edgar Wright's case like it made for a car chase kind of thing, or just a gun shootout.
Did you guys see
Yeah.
that Overwatch clip where some guy was listening to the Pirates of the Caribbean theme and they're like on the Egyptian map if anyone plays Overwatch? But it's like awesome because like as they're fighting for the point and they're contesting, it's like dun 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 dun, and it just keeps building for like 5 minutes, and it's the longest like overtime ever. It's amazing. And there's like a Winston
Pirates of the
flying around.
Caribbean.
It's awesome.
I'll try.
I
don't know if
love
that's
all
related.
those mashups there where they put like the music to it. I think, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's expensive to obviously license music and stuff like that. I think yes is the answer to. I think people are every day like using it more effectively. Maybe I mean, there's exceptions to every rule. Like I'm sure there's probably movies.
Yeah, well, like
Back then they
Suicide
used it.
Squad.
So did you guys see Transformers 5? You haven't?
No.
Neither
No.
of you. Because
No.
can I ruin one scene for you? I mean, it's not a plot
Sure,
scene. It's
yeah.
just like a
Yeah,
bathos.
sure.
We were watching this YouTube video the other day about something called bathos, which is like where you have an emotional scene and then you kind of ruin it with a joke. And
Yeah.
it's like jokes are not bad, but sometimes you just need to let the emotion sit for a minute.
Yeah.
So anyway,
you just need to let scenes sit as well.
Yeah,
like
I agree,
I
yeah.
love Spider-Man. There's a scene in that that's quite emotional. I was sort of watching it again. The new Spider-Man.
the new one.
And
Is it
when
I think I
he's
know
trapped?
the one you're
I
talking
don't want
about.
to say it. We'll save it for
right.
the spoiler cast. But it is like quite an emotional scene. It's quite a climactic scene as well. And I was watching it again. I was just like, I wish they'd let it be longer. I really do. Like it just is kind of cut short. But anyway,
I think
so
I
back
know
to
the
what you were
scene you
saying.
mean.
Yeah.
Anyway, so in Transformers, they've got this scene where what's the old guy's name who's in it?
Anthony Hopkins.
Anthony Hopkins, yeah. He's delivering this amazing line about how who's the main guy?
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg. He's delivering this amazing line about how Mark Wahlberg is a hero. And the orchestral music is swelling, and it's like, I mean, for a shit movie, it's like a pretty good scene. And he's got this robot, right? And the robot is in the background on this like organ, like bam, 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 you know, like the heroic sort of music. And he's actually playing it. And like 2 or 3 times they use the exact same joke where Anthony Hopkins is halfway through saying, "You've got to save the world," and he like turns around and goes, "Shut up, we're trying to talk," and the robot's like, "Oh, sorry," and it literally happens like several times.
What's always been my problem?
And then the music
Transformers?
stops.
They have a horrible.
It's so weird.
That's such
comedy
an
time. They have a
overused
horrible.
thing.
That's what annoys me about Transformers. They always put in these like horrible
But they
comedic
have
relief jokes.
Horrible timing with the whole movie. Like,
Yeah.
even the cuts. I mean, everything's timed badly. And
There's all this bad stuff in
Transformers.
Transformers. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what is this? Why is this scene here? I mean, people are like, oh, it's for comic relief, and I'm like, but it's not funny.
Yeah, you
it's
don't need
annoying.
to relieve anything.
Like we talked about this on the other
Yeah, I
podcast.
think
Yeah,
we did,
it's
yeah.
like the parent stuff. Anything with the parents is like so cringeworthy and horrible.
with the parents.
Shia LaBeouf's parents, like in
We
Transformers
keep-
1,
Oh
2, 3.
yeah.
Is he dead? Is that a spoiler? Is Shia LaBeouf dead? Is that
They don't address that directly, but the Knights of the Round Table like sort of spun off to the Witwicky clan, which is now like they're like tied in with the Transformers. It's really weird. They like
Wait,
go
Mark,
into.
Mark Wahlberg's not
I'm
in
pretty
the
sure
Witwickies,
Stanley
is he?
Tucci
No.
is the guy who plays Merlin, and it's the strangest thing.
Because he's in Transformers 3, I think. Or one of
I
them.
think he might be, yeah. Anyway, it might not even be him. It was just such a weird scene. Such a
We'll watch it
strange
when it
movie.
comes out in
Back on
the movies.
your music
man.
topic, I was going to say...
Watch
another-
How It Should Have Ended. That's probably enough.
Well, a director who I think uses music quite well is like Tarantino as well. He just picks like really sort of obscure but like amazing songs, but he just uses them so
Django.
well. Like
Stuck in the
he'll
middle
sign
with
some
you.
yeah. Well, he'll do that kind of thing. He'll pick like a happy song for like a fucked up scene,
Yeah.
or he'll just use like a
That's-
really
yeah.
dreary song that's like
For
for
what
some
movie?
like long scene. Any
Reservoir
of his
Dogs.
movies. That's from Reservoir Dogs.
Okay.
Kill
That's another
Bill
one.
has like some really cool like music
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
He just finds this obscure stuff, and I think that's what's cool. He just like, if you find, I think music that like fits with the tone of the film is like really important. I think like that. Guardians had all the '80s stuff.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad was what I said before of like the studio
clusterfuck
executive be like,
of
it
music."
seems like people like music. Let's get every song ever and just put it in Suicide Squad. And they had like 50 songs.
They googled the most popular songs.
They probably did. And they got they're like Kanye,
Just
like
work them in
15
there.
songs.
Force them in.
and 3 of them are
Bohemian
from Guardians
Rhapsody.
as well.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
Spirit of the Sky. I'm
And
pretty
Spirit in
sure.
the Sky's been in like 3
It's-
other things
yeah.
since.
Yeah.
And
Life
I'm like,
and yeah.
I'm over that song.
I know.
I mean,
It's
it's a great song.
Be original.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
try something different.
We need to make more music for the 80s.
I mean, there's definitely movies where it's just like, it's just like a driving montage scene, and it's just like, let's just get a fun song and throw it over. It doesn't really matter what it is. It's just like, let's just put a song over there. It's like, which that's another topic. It's like, does it ever? It sometimes takes you out of it if you like the song, you know. It's like, oh, I love this song. You're like, I don't really care what they're showing on screen.
Well, if the scene
Like-
does well, then
You guys
every time you
people-
hear the song, you think
Yeah.
of that movie, and it can go the other way.
Which
as
I think
well,
is also
so.
like a smart choice to make. You want to enhance the scene. You don't really want to take away from it, which music could maybe.
I like
Yeah.
discovering new music in movies. That's kind of unrelated.
Yeah.
But like the Twilight movies, the only good thing that came out of them was I discovered Muse. And now I listen to Muse all the time.
Paramore. That's who I discovered
Paramore.
through Twilight.
So I was the opposite. I love Muse, and then when I heard they sold out,
Oh,
Twilight,
no.
I was like, ripping my Muse poster down. Nah,
Sorry,
did
Matt
that.
Bellamy. You're gone.
How are we for time, buddy? Because we might wrap this one up.
yeah, it's pretty good
Let's
time
call
to
it a
wrap up. I
Yeah?
reckon. We're at
Dude,
about 51.
So music in movies is good.
I'm trying to
we've
think
all
of
learned
yeah.
that today.
Yeah.
Music's good. Movies are good. Together,
And it sounds like the industry
they
is
mesh
left.
somehow.
Why didn't we think of that before?
I know. Music and movies. Oh,
I hope we
it's
see
like
more
Kingdom
of it.
Hearts. They were like Final Fantasy and Disney.
It's such a good medium for people to like reinvigorate their love for that old music as well.
Yeah, it
like
is,
from
yeah.
well, not old, but like from a while ago that they probably
Yeah,
Well,
just
we
forgot
were born
about.
in the 90s. We can call it old.
it keeps
I
it
don't
alive.
care.
That's what they say about
Well,
the
yeah.
Fallout games, the Fallout 4 games. It's like educating people on like 1920s music or whatever.
Oh, because
or
of the
1940s music. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's Fallout 4. It's like this
That's-
weird sort of
no music has been
alternate universe.
created.
Like everything's kind of stuck in the
steampunk.
40s. It's essentially essentially steampunk, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But it's all
From
this
a
cool swing
nuclear-
music kind of thing. Like,
That's awesome.
but there's robots and
have
mutants and all
you
sorts
guys
of
ever
stuff.
heard of Caravan Palace? There's
Sorry?
like a whole genre called electro swing, which is awesome. It's like this funky like dubstep drops, but it's all like swing music, like from the 20s. It's amazing. Electro swing. Check that out. Caravan
Check out
Palace.
Electro Swing.
Shout out.
All right, I'm Jack Macmillan. This is Felix Baker and Sean Guy.
Thank
That's
you.
been the second episode of the Giant Blue Podcast.